how I sound over there. You guys can hear. So, is this too sensitive? Is this too loud? Let's start listening. Anybody can That's my the intro music I bothered to pay for my other podcast. Looks like you guys can hear me okay. I would love to be able to hear myself a little bit better, but I don't know if that has to do with the what volume I can turn up so that it sounds like I can hear me, but I'm not screaming at anybody else on the stream. So I'll just try this. It seems like I can hear myself better. Or is it the mix? Maybe the mix I can hear myself better. So, okay. I don't know. Volumes and gains are going to have to be adjusted all over the place. Okay, so my alarm goes off just now. And I'm going to put this away. Let's see. So I got to save something before. Customer folder. This year, which sucks. I need a faster computer. I super do. 2020. This is 10. Okay, that's done. I want to get into the Photoshop drawing I've been messing with. Well, I don't know. I'm going to try to get away from this one because it's been upsetting me. So I'm going to share screen here. Go to the application window, share this. Okay, this is a character in a comic book that I am writing and producing. This is an EMT character. He's not clearly dressed for work, and this is one of the things I need to be able to do. Find an EMT uniform, dress him in that, but also be able to keep this face right here. For recognizability. And so what I've been struggling with is freaking feet. They look like they're in the right position. I've had to, throw some sort of perspective lines in there, but and it could be a problem of just overanalyzing because I'm trying to cure a couple of things at the same time. A few things. One, learning about my, I've had this Wacom tablet for a long time, and I've done a lot of stuff with the Illustrator and the mouse and design work that way, and working it on the vinyl cutter. But this is new. I'm trying to get used to drawing on the tablet, and then there's going to be a point where I have to find my tips, which I think are right here. Sorry about that noise. Yeah, here they are. These watch me spill them all over the place. My tips. What else is in there? Is this a lead from something? No. Anyways, there's a little bit to learn here about the little tiny components that go to the pen. Stuff that goes through my head. So there's that. There's what he's going to look like. Am I doing my dark and light the right way, and just a general neuroses all playing in the sandbox, which is my head together. This isn't the kind of, this doesn't look like a healthy foot to me, or at least what it looks like is I'm fighting between a style that I have or a familiarity I have with other parts. But like a lot of people, when it comes to hands and when it comes to especially feet, feet they're weird. They're like at an odd angle with everything else to me. And I don't mean like basic shapes like shin, the bridge of the foot, toe. I mean, these general shapes like this, when they're pointed, arch, heel, ball. But for some reason, when I try to work out in basic shapes here, I end up with something that looks like it's been, my angles seem to be at odds with each other, and I don't feel like my basic shapes are doing what they're supposed to. And where I can get this foot to look like this, but when I back up, and then if I was to put this foot here and build off of it, to me, it would look like it was pointed down, like there should be a heel under here. And now it looks like, it just looks like meat to me, or that there's, like, let's see if I can get this worked out here. This part right here, wrong layer, should be doing something that doesn't make it look like he's got dropsy. I mean, because that's kind of what happens, isn't it? You get everything set, and then you stick a foot or a hand on the end of the arm or leg that you're drawing, and now the arm and the leg don't look like they're in the right position. It looks like everything is sort of, what do you call it? Cattywampus. It looks like it's cattywampus. So, anyways. Yeah, so this is my EMT character. Okay, so basically what we have is, and I think I've got a few over in this. Just keep talking about the story of the character. Trying my hand at Spider-Man last night. And there's a foreshortening, where do I put my limbs thing that I'm having. I know that doing Spider-Man is, you have to get really unrealistic with where legs and arms can go. You have to do a bunch of figures that look like everything's double and triple jointed. Okay, so I'm going to cut this and this. We're going to go, let's say we'll call this Darren Pence. Eventually, yeah. Eventually, I'm just going to flatten this out and save myself the weight of a file that's 300 DPI, and which I think that's what it is. Yeah, it seems like if I go above 300 DPI, things start to lag quite a bit. So turn that off, turn this on. I'm just going to start drawing some stuff here and kind of make this a pencil layer. Maybe I'll try doing a Spider-Man or something like that, just to see, maybe give it a second shot right in front of the world and everything. Okay, so this is going to be this. Do I want to do it like the last one where it's one hand out, or do I want to do two hands out? And if I do two hands out, then the shoulders are going to be right next to his, normally would be right next to his ears. I'd call an elbow right there, forearm. Yeah, forearm. Hand. Maybe his knuckles go here. This is the back of his hand. Wrist.
So there's going to be a point I feel like where I regress into pulling out a book and like stopping right here and making sure that this is where the muscles go, and try to translate between what is actually able to go on in a human body, and then what can go on in freaking Spider-Man's lanky ass. Shoulders do this. Arms are going to do this under here, I believe. And would he be looking down? If we make it easy for ourselves and put this leg behind and put this leg going backwards too, since we've got his momentum is supposed to be this way towards us. So I want his legs to go back that way, away from us. So I don't want to see a ton of the rib cage is going to do this. And I'm pointing it so that we're looking from the collarbone down. I'm going to want to see more of this than this part here. Like foreshortening the entire torso and abdomen. See, and that so neck, collarbone, shoulder. I'm gonna want if he's going to be lanky, I want to see some Stretch Armstrong stretched out forms. And shouldn't I? Let's see if I can make this pencil a little bigger. 8 pixels is nothing. I feel like I should be like a little bigger and sloppier on this. Turn this opacity down. Let's see if I can turn this layer into a blue pencil. Cool. No. Is that it? Yeah, it might be it. Over in soft light? Nope. Screen? Nope. Come on. I know I want to be able to remember this for the future. So here we go. I'm not even sure if somebody was to jump in on this thing in half an hour when I throw it to yeah, we'll go with that. Whatever. When I throw it to a what do you call it? Open mic. Yeah, it's blue, whatever. No big deal. I'll figure that out later. Shoulder. See, this is gonna be like this. I mean, like when you have your hands way over your head, this is basically right here where that pec changes from being broad going across the chest. Make sure we get this in the way. Yep. Okay. So far, so good. That's what it feels like. So 2 days until the election. I know everybody's excited. I can't wait to get in line. It used to be we would get in lines like this to watch good movies that came out, but what are you going to do? This is interesting to me right here because I'm pretty sure this deltoid doesn't even get seen for the most part. And this is where the underarm is going to be. There should be some definition here. I'm going to have to look this up, like open up an anatomy book and find out how these muscles fit together, because I know I'm not working it out the way it should. Generally speaking, I believe I'm fairly accurate for the rest of it. And what about the it's not just, it's how these things twist and turn around. I know that's a wrist. I know that bone goes to there, and I know there's meat on the other side of it. But then to put that together with light, and if this is going to be dark under here, then maybe I just cheat and make this whole side dark and black. All right. So leg. No. Okay, let me see. This is going backwards, off into the distance. Quad comes from the outside. We're going to have a bent. See, this looks like it's coming straight down, and I don't want to do that. I want it to be shorter and in the distance. Let's see. Whoops. Sorry about that. I closed looking for YouTube here, and I ended up closing the window. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's see, should I be able to edit the video right here and throw in See, and now this looks like a regular foot, and it shouldn't. Even Spider-Man's feet are supposed to look like they're lanky and but this seems just to have like a right angle, leg down, leg back. Let's see, maybe however this gets shaded would help. All right. Make it darker back there. I don't have to show the knee. I don't have to highlight anything and put more shapes in that need to be there. Maybe his foot's too big. Let's kind of shave that way. Get rid of this. Yeah, I ended up just drawing this Spider-Man on a sketch pad yesterday. And what I should have been doing was trying to do some stark black and white stuff. This is another one. Heel, ankle, outside of the foot. Just do that. That seems right to me. I hope. Maybe I'm bringing it in forward too much. I'm not sure. Yeah, if it's going to go straight back, it doesn't need to hang down, I don't think. His leg. And see, now this is exactly what I'm talking about. There's going to be a form or a shape along the side here that, depending on how the angles of these lines go, is going to define what's in front, what's in back, and whoops. Oh my God. Well, if this thing gets taken down or not, I don't care. I don't think anybody can actually see any brand names or anything, but this is, I bottled some of my own wine the other day, so.
always asking myself is,
So, how long is this going to take?
yikes, that is loud.
I feel like I should say something smart.
Yeah, but if I do this, if I turn that down, then I can't hear myself as good. I wonder. I'll have to look at that later and see if there's a way to adjust the volume on that. And has it been 30 minutes? 26 minutes, close enough. Yeah. Let me go here. Copy Twitter. What's happening there? Yep, I'll probably stick around for another 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and see. If it's just me in here, I'm not gonna hang all the whole time. I don't need to. But there's a couple of other errands I need to run. I just want to sandwich some stream time in. All right. Hips like this. Basically square looking at you. Leg back here. I mean, I don't have to show all the legs. I just have to get this is an extreme foreshortening, so I want to be able to get the hips in. This would be like a swinging, but like maybe like a being dragged along by an airplane kind of a. This goes out there. That leg. Yeah, see, I think I'm still trying to point them down instead of going this way. This would probably all be black anyhow. I still want to be able to get the right shape. And I don't think I'm getting it. Hips are going to start there. Really stretched out. It makes more sense to me, but it still feels like a little bit of cheating putting just this big black shape here. I should be able to get some sort of a highlight somewhere, maybe just around that gluten outer thigh. Does that work? Just putting a heel and a. No, it's like sticking right out. Jeez.
Why is Bevelin and Boss involved in all this? Yeah, things are starting to look out of whack right now. 31. Yeah, I wish we could play music. That's one of the things about this, like, social media crap. It's not like you want to make it more like a party, and there's so much junk involved where you can't even have a good time. Give you crap about saying what you want. Most of the people that I know on here generally harmless. They go way beyond this sticks and stones bullshit. See, now I'm in my head, I've got the hips going this way, so now I got the ribs going this way, and the chest is going to have to go this way. Okay. Yeah, maybe I ought to just try doing some gestures. This is usually what my gestures end up looking like. Big fat forearm. See if the neck comes out here and the head goes there. But I want to keep things moving, so this is going to go towards the back. This is going to go in front, so that basically our hips are a profile and they're going this way. Leg, upper leg. Get a smaller pencil here and try to go even smaller. I have to start doing some scribbling and shoulder to shoulder, chest, rib cage. Maybe if he's going backwards, then hip, leg, other leg. If it's coming out towards us, then the knee's going to be out there more. I wonder if ever anybody else, whenever they're drawing, they're like, oh yeah, that whole muscle cluster right there, that's a big fat problem area for me. Yeah, okay, let me see it. Freaking scribbling. Okay. Calf. Here we go with the feet. And then what's realistic? The foot goes like this, or like this, as if this is the calf, if this is the bottom where the hams are. It's going this way. And then throw wrinkles in on top of this. Outer foot. See, I think maybe one of my problems is I always see the foot as something flat. So when I try to add the correct dimension to it, it ends up looking like I'm just throwing blobs of clay at it. Now this guy's maybe being knocked out. And he's going to have this. Clothes, wrinkles. Maybe this coming from the knee. Definitely bunched up in here. I'm telling you that David Finch stream on doing fabric and clothing is just it was really good. What are you gonna do? Highly recommended. Okay, this leg is down in here, there. So then pack, maybe not. This could be. It doesn't have to be this mammoth thing, especially if it's going back into the distance. I just want to make sure that I get my hands where they're supposed to be. Also foreshortening coming at us this way because he's going backwards. And maybe this arm is going back, looking for the ground. Middle fingers. Okay, so neck, jaw, nope, that way. Yeah, another trick of perspective, another flying off into the distance. I don't know. Some of this stuff just I have to obsess over this crap. It's going like this. It's the middle of the face. That's going to be the nose. That's going to be your bloody mouth. That means this is a eye. I think I might be putting it in the wrong place, but it's all this. Basically, I mean, that's what this ends up turning into as a yanking and pulling, and am I keeping in mind where my light is at the time? So let's say if we'll go normally. It's coming from there. That means all this junk here is maybe he's got a coat on. Who knows? And there's going to be wrinkles on that. I mean, geez. It's the thing. Like I know that there's a controlled randomness to how clothes wrinkles. Yeah, I'm not going to maybe stick on another 20 minutes. There's a couple of Delmonico steaks that I'm going to try to grill. It's been nothing but creativity all day today. Drawing, making wine, drinking the wine that you bottled yesterday, steaks. That's going to be a jaw, then that's going to be an ear. See, I don't want it to look like his face is this head is getting squished this way. So I can avoid that. I know I'm going to get better at this. It's just a matter of how much time I've got to do this versus other obligations, which I'm just going to have to end up biting the bullet and making other people bite the bullet. And then, yeah, I want to grow this channel. Like and subscribe. Comic Artist Evolution. The idea is to have people who are in their crowdfunding campaign, to whatever extent their knowledge of it is, and then the craft of making comic books. I know there's a lot of stuff out. There's a lot of more in-depth discussions that can be had about writing, about drawing, and the tools, and not just that, but promoting it, and what makes I know there's videos about it out there, but as it fits uniquely into the Comicsgate community, what makes a good YouTube video? You want a do's and don'ts for growing your channel, and different promotions you can do to get people to watch, or tricks, or whatever you want to call it. Tricking somebody into watching your channel and then keeping them there. I know that you're listening to me talk about God knows what, and find go around looking for web pages and copying links while it's just me, and I'm spending some time thinking while I'm doing it, instead of talking to anybody that might be watching. And when nobody's watching, getting your chops and talking as if somebody is watching, in case somebody's ever watching. Hello, person that may watch someday. How are you? Okay, knee, here. Everything from the knee is going to be stretched that way. You get a little bit of leg in there. Who knows? I did notice when Charlie Snogans does his pencils, those are real loose, blobby gray, which ends up, see, now that this is not how this goes. I'm pretty sure, but hey, whatever, it's freaking feet again. Jeez. I'll actually put some shoes on him. And one of these things, like wearing through the soles of your shoes. Like Michael Douglas in Falling Down. Yeah, see, because to me, right now, it looks like this part of the leg is just a profile. And I'm not, there's something wrong with the way that I'm getting these forms in here that's making it look like it's at the wrong angle, and that might have been it right there. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can go hang out at one of my buddies' places tomorrow and get with him about this whole thing, because that's a dude that's been drawing and designing for a long time, and getting inside his head would be a lot of fun. I don't know that he's on Twitter though, so I just got to get I think there's a land speeder toy that he's got that I'm putting some final touches on with model paint and clear coat. It's not something that I normally do. In fact, I don't hang out with any Star Wars nerds or Star Trek geeks or what have you on a daily basis. My only exposure to it is the Comicsgate community and others on YouTube. But that's one of the great things about this is that feels like there's a lot of opportunity here to do this, something that I've wanted to do for a long time and ended up just taking a different track. Hair, God knows what. Who knows? Who knows? So then what? Turn this down and try to ink over it. Well, I got a foot down here I missed. Yeah, this one doesn't look like it's going to do anything but give me problems too. Maybe see if I can get this. Okay, this way. So the foot's going that way. Ankles coming back here. Okay. No, because toe here, little toe over on this side. Well, here's a question I'm going to want to ask somebody someday. When your arm falls asleep, I'm going to have to look into the ergonomic trees of my office chair. Anyways, okay, so then what? Turn him down. New layer. Let's see what this ink brush does on 8. Okay. Kind of feels pretty good on the on the tablet. Xiphoid. And we'll give it another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go look into some steak. I'm getting a little bit more defined here than I'd like to. This should be also, wrinkled and somehow stressed out. Or stress wrinkles doing something maybe like that, like on that David Finch. I always want to say Fincher, and I know that is not correct. Neck, hair. Well, that passes hair. Ear, jaw. Okay, I think this is where my issue might be coming in, because I mean, it doesn't look like terrible placement, but maybe it should be out here. Behind that collar. clavicle. Let's see if put the shirt, top of the shirt here. Neck muscle. All right. And then here. You know what? I'm not even sharing the screen anymore, am I? Yeah, because I got kicked out. You guys are just watching. You're not even watching what I'm doing. Holy shit. Oh, whatever. It's a freaking mess. I want to go over here and enlarge this screen. Wow. That whole thing is just me going, whatever, yada, yada, and talking about the thing that I'm drawing. And that's why you got to have other people. That's why you got to have other people in here so they can be like, yo, idiot, this is happening or this isn't happening. Okay, what? On brush, D, back. I don't know how many YouTube channels start off like this. It's just like the 4 a.m. DJ voice talking about nothing while they're trying to talk about something, desperately grasping for a subject. Yeah. Now let's see if I can get this to do that. Let's do that. Hair. Well, we just want hair. We don't want brains. This is pretty small. What is it? What is this? An 8. And I guess looking at the size of the page, he would be in an upper panel. I've always been very curious about the kind of detail you might be able to get with a figure this small, how much space they take up in the panel. Because a lot of the drawing that I've done whenever I was a kid was always on, like a lot of kids, I think, like notebook and computer paper. So, you get used to drawing with those size figures on that paper and then having the opportunity to explore some more space on a bigger medium. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Of course, does it look like his eyes are squinty shut? Nope. So maybe we can give it more of a squint. Yeah, even in that small area, just that one shape of the change, or shape of the change of the shape helps. Whoops. You know what? I'm going to change this to 450 and see.
And steaks when you brought them sitting out.
Uh-huh. Let's see what the drag's like on here. And we're thinking. Yeah, the kid might need a faster Mac. Wait, it can't be that. We're only going up, what? From 300 to 450. That shouldn't be a big deal.
It's taking its time.
No, no, no! 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 No, no, no!
You can't rush art.
So, how long is this gonna take? So, how long is this gonna take?
You can't rush art.
Wow. This image size thing is taking forever.
This is actually stupid. I don't know why it shouldn't take this long.
The computer's not that slow. Sorry.
That's an interesting experiment. I don't know why it's taking this long, but it is. So
It is what it is. I'll mess with these sounds a little bit more. See what I can see.
Don't get cheap on me, Dodson.
Doo-doo!
man, is it that loud? Go to the YouTube channel and see what it sounds like. Did it again. All right. Well, this is done rendering. Let's see what the what it looks like when I drag ink. Yeah. Yeah, that's not acceptable. There's such a delay. I know there's going to be things I can do to draw faster at a. Wait a second. Size brush tool. Still be at 300. Yep. Yeah, see, it's still doing it. I got this crazy delay, and I wonder if it doesn't have something to do with how much other stuff I've got going on in the background. Although it's not supposed to matter with the Mac. Oh, I need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. I can't play freaking music. I'm going to use that later. See what it does. Jeez. I don't know. I'm going to have to reboot the computer. Not the computer, but the program. All right. I think an hour is good. I'm just going to save this. I'll talk to you guys later.